Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us to our online open day at Newton. Some of you we have already met in Astana before, and some of you are just new to our perfect university. I'm so delighted to be in this international community. Today we have an amazing lineup. We will learn more about the Newton ecosystem. We could have some discussion about our English language program. We will have our special guest, Asmat, our international student, who will show you around at the university. And obviously, at the end of the day, we will talk about the admission procedure and we will answer all of your questions. I will have a lot of guests today to help me and to show you around at the university. And let me first introduce our Chancellor, Ms. Anna Krausova. Thank you for coming today. She will tell you about the Newton ecosystem, what are the values of the university, and how is to have the Blue Heart. Anna, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Annika. Thank you for having me. I really look forward to discussing with our potential applicants and potential students all of what makes Newton special. So good morning to everyone as well.
Thank you for that. Those one who had no chance before to learn more about our university, can you just give us an overview? What kind of values the university is built on?
Of course. So Newton University was founded in 2004. So that's we're actually in our 21st year of innovating education and research in business education. And we were founded at a time when there was a real gap in the market, and I think there still mostly is. Of course, we're trying to fill it. For those who are, made to do. So students who want to start their own business, who want to excel in their managerial career, or basically be the best in any walk of life. So we focus not just on imparting essential knowledge, of course a university does this, but also practicing professional skills, as well as really accompanying our students on this journey of personal growth. And we believe this is what helps them achieve the personal mastery they need to succeed in the labor market of today and tomorrow. And we also do this by focusing on lifelong learning. So our students tend to come back to us for postgraduate studies, MBAs, and other types of courses whenever they need to hone a new skill or learn something new that they will, use in the workplace. So those are the values of Newton University that it was founded on.
Sounds great. It's like you're connecting all the students to real-life experience. This is something unique. We know that Newton is one of the fastest-growing university in Czechia. You just doubled the student number in the last 5 years. Can you tell us what is the secret recipe?
Well, I think the attractiveness to students and to applicants lies in this holistic approach that I already mentioned, that we combine academic, professional, and personal growth. We say we're a business university for life, as you said. Our mission is really to prepare our students for the real world. This holistic approach lies in accompanying classes and seminars with mentoring, with things like managerial training. Our extreme management course is focused on stress resilience and stress management, for example, because we strongly believe, and we know from experience, that learning doesn't stop outside of the classroom. The real difficult learning, the kind of learning that you need to, again, excel in the marketplace and in the workplace, actually starts when you step outside of your comfort zone. Mm-hmm. So we develop programs that push our students to step outside of the comfort zone and to learn fully.
It's very visible that you are giving a framework for the students, and you were referring to your university more than a university, and it is an ecosystem. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us a little bit more? What does it mean?
Mm-hmm. Of course. So I already mentioned the lifelong learning, and you really cannot prepare for the real world without creating what we call the Newton University ecosystem. So once students step outside of the classroom, we offer a lot of opportunities depending on what they're actually interested in pursuing. But we focus a lot, and we have a lot of students who are specifically interested in pursuing an entrepreneurial career. Some of our students might already be working, they may already have a startup, or perhaps they're taking over the companies of their parents. But those who just have an idea once they start studying already in the bachelor program, for example, they can join our accelerator. And the Newton Business Accelerator is designed for students who are interested in, they have an idea, but they don't know how to turn that into a business. And so they will come with their pitch, and they'll be accompanied on that journey of turning their idea into a actual product or an actual service. And then those who are successful through the acceleration will actually be able to pitch the already, functioning startup to our angel fund, so the Newton University Angels, and they can compete for funding there. So we actually have some examples here with us in the studio that I brought, because actually this week we had our pop-up market and job fair as well here on our campus. And the examples that we brought to show our applicants today, I think illustrate this really well. We have some, we have students who are, interested in catering, and they develop sort of catering companies, coffee, wonderful, colorful, what are these called again?
Macaron.
Yeah, macarons. But I think the best example is the company Bogrotti, which developed cosmetics for men. And I think this is the best example, because these were our students, 2 students who were in our bachelor program. And then they went to our accelerator with an idea that you need high quality cosmetics for men. And here you see their logo as well. But during the acceleration, they just started importing cosmetics from abroad, from Germany and other countries. And once this was relatively successful, they had a small business going. They were able to pitch for our angel fund, and the Newton University Angels provide small amount of sort of initial funding from the university. So they were able to achieve this, and when the business progressed, then they were actually able to secure external funding through the connections that our angel fund offers. And now they actually have a range of their own products developed sustainably here in the Czech Republic. So I think that's probably the best example of that journey. We also have the One Cup, another sustainable product which is designed for events or festivals where you don't need your beer or whatever drink in a plastic cup. You have the metal one, and you can keep it as well, which most of us do. So these are just some of the examples of the ecosystem.
That sounds amazing. It looks like that Newton is helping to build a network system, and also you could already see tangible results of their study. But nowadays it's also important to be international, to have experience in other countries. How do Newton help their students in international internship, experience, or even with international career?
Well, there are a lot of opportunities. So, of course, international students who are applying to Newton are interested in the experience they will gain in Prague or in Bratislava in Slovakia. But of course some students also just use us as a sort of stepping stone at the beginning of their international experience. We have a lot of Erasmus opportunities, so students who want to take advantage of traveling around Europe, going for academic exchanges in other European countries through our university network, or work experience internships as well, can do so through the Erasmus network. We have over 50 partner universities in 20 countries within Erasmus, and international students take advantage of this as well. I think this is a great opportunity. The other thing is, of course, the opportunities they have to travel abroad with us. One of those is sort of one of my favorite summer schools that we do, and we do this at my alma mater, the University of Oxford. So for the second year this summer, we will be taking our students for the Newton and Oxford Summer School. There's a summer school for our bachelor and master students, as well as a writing retreat for MBA and other postgraduate students. If they're a little bit stuck with writing because they're so busy at work, they can actually do so in the beautiful college environment of the University of Oxford.
That sounds very charming, like Oxford University. But there are some other part of student life besides learning is adjusting to a new country. It's always difficult and challenging. is there any tool of Newton University which can help to the students? Any system which can support them in settling in Prague?
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing to say, there's we have colleagues, and you'll hear from them. Actually, you will hear from them a bit later on during today, who are here to really help you, to help students on this journey, especially international students. Maybe they haven't been to Prague, they haven't been to Bratislava, or even Europe before. So our welcome desk is there ready to help them. We also have some students who are happy to help through sort of a buddy system, who can accompany international students, and who can help explain, you know, how it works, what the living expenses look like, giving tips about living in Czech Republic and in Slovakia. We also have some support based on what the students are actually, you know, interested in pursuing. One thing is the ecosystem, accelerator, angel funding, etc. Going a little bit back to the previous question, if we have students who really want to take opportunities of, you know, events, conferences, workshops, hackathons here in the Czech Republic and Slovakia or abroad, we have some limited funds to support them to do this as well. And one really great example, I think, is one of my students who actually you know, studied with us, of course, in Prague, and then we were able to support him to go to a hackathon at MIT. Now he's working for Meta in Dublin. So there's small support, small financial support for activities like this as well. And then, of course, we offer a certain amount of scholarships as well.
Can you tell a little bit more about the scholarship?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So there are there are various ways to apply for funding, but there are two sort of main logics to the scholarships that we offer. One of them is merit-based. So if students who, you know, they apply to us, they're successful, and in their first year they show sort of really great academic results, basically academic excellence, then in the second year they can apply for a merit-based scholarship. This is over 30,000 crowns per year if they are successful. But of course, there's, you know, relatively high competition. But of course, we have students who are, you know, helped on that journey towards academic excellence as well. So that's the one track of scholarships. And then the second one, and I'm really happy that we can announce a sort of a new scheme in our scholarship policy, because historically we've had students from Ukraine, from Afghanistan, from other countries that were offered scholarships as we were responding to sort of the geopolitical situation and helping specific applicants from countries, you know, struck with conflict, etc. Now we're introducing the Global Changemaker Scholarship. So this is designed for students who are already active in their community at home, trying to improve it and make it better. Perhaps they're active online, sort of pursuing and promoting certain kinds of values, tied to the values that match with what we are doing here at Newton University, as I talked about at the beginning. Also, of course, the UN Sustainable Goals that we are mapping our strategy onto as well. And who are happy to do so while they're here with us at Newton as well, and are happy to match their community and online activities with promoting those kinds of values. So those are the two tracks of scholarships that we have.
Sounds very amazing. So now we covered the education, the adjustment, scholarship. As far as I know, there is also a good news about nostrification procedure lately. Can you tell us a little bit more?
That's right. So for for those of you who already know that if you're applying for Czech Republic or Slovakia, you want, especially if you're from non-EU countries, you won't just need to apply for a visa, but you'll need to get your high school diploma certified or nostrified, as you said, Anniko. And the good news is that just this month, new legislation has come into effect here in the Czech Republic. Which is where the recognition, the nostrification takes place, whether you study in Prague or in Bratislava. And this means that we can do this process internally now here at Newton. So this is very much simplified. Of course, you will hear, you will discuss this with my colleagues later on in terms of admissions. And again, we have our colleagues here who help with all the administrative things that need to be done. But the procedure should be much streamlined now. So this is great news.
I understand. That's really a great news, and you are very enthusiastic about this this university, and this is what Blue Heart means. So thank you, Anna, for coming. and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Annika. Thank you for having me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.
Before we go for our next part, I would like to emphasize that you can ask your questions using the QR code on your display. Today is yours. Today is for you. Anything you are interested, anything you would like to know more about the university, we will answer your questions at the last part of our open day. And now, as I told you before, we have our special guest, Asmat, our international student, who will guide you through our campus. Asmat, good morning, and please, the floor is yours.
Good morning, Ms. Aniko. My name is Asmat. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm a current student at GBM and Newton University. It's a bachelor program, and today I'm really excited that I'm giving a tour to those students or those people that they want to join. So I'm really excited to show them our campus. So let's go. This is basically our receptionist, and they will be available to everyone, like if the students join, so they have any problems, they can just came to the front desk and they will solve their problems. And this is our study department for the bachelor program, and Miss Donna is in charge for this. And if any students in future, if they want to come, so she will be responsible for the students. And these are all classes. For now, we don't have any lectures here because it's early in the morning. We have a class later. And this is our international office, those students who's studying in English department. So this is Miss Emily. She will be responsible for those students that studying in English department. And this is our amazing vending machine, just in case if the student wants to grab some snacks before the lecture starts. And yeah. So basically, this is our view, and these are our classes. And after our classes, we're just taking a small break here, and we're sitting here and chatting with students. And one of the best thing about our university is a strong community of the students, and also hands-on learning. And the teacher and the professor will be knowing your names. And we will be working on real-world insights and studies. And unlike the tradition university, we're morely our classes are interactive, and we are more focusing on theory, more practical, instead of just theories. So. We also have regularly guest speakers from different industries, including CEOs and also entrepreneurs who are coming here to our university and gave us their valuable experiences. So we should use their experiences in our personal lives. And if you have any business idea, you can develop it here with our help of mentors. And also there are some investors that they can help you from our university to promote your business idea. Plus, Prague is the best place for the students, international students. It's really affordable, and also it's really easy to make friends here as well with this in Newton University. And yeah, I guess that's it from my side, and I hope it's whatever you guys needed. I hope I answered all of your questions, and thank you so much. Back to you, Aniko.
Thank you, Asmat. Please don't forget to submit your questions. And now let's do our next part, where we will talk about the English language programs of Newton University. And I have two new guests for you, Professor Taganyova and Mr. Westbrook. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Together we will discuss our programs. First, let's talk about the bachelor program called Global Business Management. Mr. Westbrook, can you tell us briefly what is unique in this bachelor program at Newton?
Of course. Well, the first thing is the bachelor degree program is called the Global Business and Management Program. It's wonderful for ambitious students who would like to have a future working as an entrepreneur or working in an international company. More specifically, one of the unique features of it is we offer a 480-hour internship program whereby our students will learn the skills and experience that they need in order to be successful in business after graduation. One of the other aspects is the experience and knowledge that our students acquire will focus them and help them become more confident, increase their level of joy, and we try to lower the stress and anxiety as well. Another unique feature is the flexibility in the education. Our students can study here live on our beautiful campus in Prague, or they can also study through a distance form on online learning. Another fantastic feature which we have at Newton University in the Global Business and Management program is our wonderful team of international lecturers whose brilliance leads us to having very, very modern, student-centered, innovative teaching methodologies whereby the students are always actively doing something, they have supervision, and our seminar groups are quite small, so none of our students ever feel like they are lost, and they always have the individual attention which they need. After graduation, you know, our students are very, very set up to begin their careers as an entrepreneur. Many of them find careers as marketing managers, brand managers, or top managers, as well as marketing specialists. There are two different programs, for example, now that the students can enter. For students who feel that their level of English is not quite high enough to begin studying like at the bachelor's level, we offer a program called the Foundation Year, which is a first-year introduction to the university studies, whereby the program is set up for the students to significantly increase the level of their English during the first year. Another program which we have is the Premium Program, and this is offered for students who want a more in-depth, higher experience versus the standard program. And in terms of pricing, the foundation year and the standard program are priced at about 5,000 euros per year. And for the premium, more inclusive program, the pricing there starts at about 7,000 euros a year. The final thing I would say, basically, one advantage that we have that makes us unique is that in the Global Business and Management program, the students will be in an international classroom. So, you know, even during their time here, they will have a lot of experience in international communication, dealing with people from different cultures, and that's really part of the growth that makes them global citizens by the time they finish our program.
That sounds amazing. It means that not only they can join on campus or online, but they really have a helping hand during their study. That's I think it's really, really unique in this program. Thank you, Rob.
You're welcome.
And as we mentioned, we have a master program as well, Economy and Sustainable Management. And I will ask Dagmar to please tell us a little bit more about this program. What can be the future prospects of the students, and what is the program really about?
Thank you, Aniko. Our master's degree in economics and sustainable management is the ideal choice for students who are passionate about making an impact of the world through sustainable business practices. You will gain knowledge, skills, and practical experience needed to navigate the complexities of sustainable management in nowadays global world. You will gain also solid foundation in economics, sustainable management, and corporate responsibility. You will have a chance to complete 240 hours of internships to be able to do what you really need to do on professional level, and that is really crucial for your career. And in this 3-year semester, you can learn how to integrate sustainability in decision-making processes and business strategies to understand both economics and sustainable management. You can also decide whether you want to choose to study on-site or online, because we try to make so flexible and adaptable conditions for students as possible. And also the graduates of this study program are prepared and can pursue in various roles. For example, they can work as sustainability consultant to advise companies how to improve their sustainable strategies, or environmental manager and how to do effectively with issue of environmental friendly conditions to fulfill the goals of the company, as well as corporate social responsibility manager advising on strategies in accordance with CSR, or policy advisor who is very closely collaborating with NGOs or governmental institutions with the specific focuses. Or there are another options like project managers leading projects, which could be really useful and specifically focusing on environmental issue and corporate responsibility issue. And as Rob already mentioned, you can also choose, for example, foundation year, which can help you to improve your language skills. And also there is possibility of premium with added value. And as far as the cost for the study program, it means that for per semester is 3,400 euros, or special option, there is also premium with 4,500 euros per academic year.
Thank you for that, Dagmar. Sustainable management is a big challenge, and this is something that the market needs. And we can say that Newton offers this program, but not only the program, but by their graduating, they will have the network and the experience to start something really tangible. I think we can agree on that one, yes?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You will have a chance to become a member of Newton family, and it is really something you need. You will feel treating like in a family, and I have to say that it is really something extraordinary what Newton University offers to our students. You just need to come and try it on your own skin.
Thank you for this. These were our 2 English language programs, and we could learn a lot about this one. Once again, don't forget to ask any question using the QR code on your display, and we will answer them soon. Now we are going for a short pause, 2 minutes. Please don't go away, and see you later with the last part of our day, talking about the admission, visa procedure, and answering your question. Dagmar, Rob, thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Aniko. Thanks a lot.
Welcome back, students. We will start our last part of the open day, and I have two new guests again. Please welcome Patrick and Ludmila. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Together we will talking about the admission procedure, the visa procedure, and answering your questions. So first, I think that already there are students behind the camera. They're thinking that, I would like to have this blue heart. Patrick, can you tell us briefly how is the admission procedure?
Hi, Nico. Thank you. So the basically first step is to get on our website and look at the application, see the degrees we have. Then you go on to apply. There's an application process there. You just fill in your basic details. After that's filled out, you get an email to book a time with me and to have an online interview where we go over a bit of your ambitions, your motivations for wanting to join Newton.
So technically it starts with an email, and then with a personal interview you will discuss the ambitions, the goal, and the future prospect.
Yes.
It seems a very straightforward procedure, but do you have some good hints and ideas how a student can prepare for this personal interview? Because you know they are always worried.
I mean, it's, like you said, it's very simple, straightforward. People get too worried about it. We're just having a very informal, casual conversation, about 20, 30 minutes, you know, about you, what your motivations are, what you like to do, which direction, what you want to be in the future, whether you want to be a president in your country or whether you want to work for a gas company. And then I'm there to answer any of your questions if you have any issues that weren't able to answer in this video here or this online call today.
I see. Before we go to the questions from the students, any good hint for the students what to do next step to be able to join Newton from September? Ludmila, do you have some good ideas, good impression what to do to be a Newtoner soon?
Mm-hmm. I always say to students or our applicants to stay with open mind, to be ready to absorb what is going on the market, how they can really develop themselves to be on the top of the new informations and motivation, also to show that they want to study with us and they've got the future perspective where they want to develop, and we will be the best guiders for them to help them on this journey.
So just keep in touch and go and look forward the information and be updated. Patrick, let me ask one question. What is the deadline for application?
So the deadline is end of September. I mean, people can still apply in the first couple of weeks of October, but in general the classes fill up, and so there might not be any seats available or spots available in the classroom, so you should recommend that people start the process as soon as possible, because obviously there's some paperwork to be done with, as we mentioned, a bit the nostrification, the visa process, and we don't want to wait too long because we might miss out then.
So we can say the earlier the better, no?
The earlier the better. I already have quite a few for this academic year coming in, and so it's filling up pretty quickly. What I like about this university is that I've gone to various universities where you've had a big lecture hall with one professor and 500 students sitting there. And I've been to universities like this one where there's small classrooms, so it becomes more intimate, it becomes a bit more personable, and you can actually interact better than sitting in those big lecture halls. So we have small classrooms, and that's why there's a limited capacity, meaning that the sooner the better.
But it's always better because our professors can have more attention on a student. I really believe it. What kind of a help a professor can provide for a student, Ludmila, here at the university?
I'm happy that we collaborate with our colleagues who are coming from academic environment and also the practical environment as well. So for us it's very important. We've got the business partners really colleagues working on the topics, bringing the new ideas, so they can bring them to their companies. They are bringing also the new fresh case studies from their companies to the courses. So as we work a lot on individual approach during the seminars, the students can really work on real projects. And they can really try to think on the topic how it's gonna to be really not 5 years ago, but really today.
Up to date information. And as I have a feeling that even if they lost the grip a bit, or they don't understand the future prospects, there's always someone, professor or someone from the university helping and guiding. That's amazing. That's really a lot of energy from Newton to pay attention on the students, and I think it's kind of something that's really worth to join this. Go back to some detailed part, Patrick. Can you tell us very shortly how the Newton University is helping with the visa issues? Because for those who are coming out from the European Union, they need some extra help and support.
So, so first we start with nostrification, which now, as you mentioned, we can do internally. So it simplifies the process a bit. Once we have your documents, we create a study contract. You fill out, sign it, and then my colleague Anna helps you with the actual visa process to go through the steps that needs to be done. So we're basically holding your hand along the way so that you don't get stuck somewhere, not sure who do I talk to, what do I do, and we help you for the interview that you end up having to do at the embassy.
I understand. It's kind of good because maybe some student decide to come to study with us, and there are other obstacles, technical ones, which could ruin the whole project. So I'm very happy to hear that the Newton is helping us. Ludmila, please. How is the online campus differ from the on-site? Because we mentioned before that there is a possibility to join us on campus and online, which is a unique. But can you just explain how the online campus is differing?
Definitely. We offer also distance form of study, so it means the students, they can stay in their own their home country to live the same life, living with their families and friends, and study and connect with us online. It means you've got the schedule, you are joining to the real online courses, and if anything happens that you cannot be online in that time, you can see the special records in our information system. So you are not really losing anything if you cannot be there on real time. So this is a great opportunity to be connected with us, with all the courses, and to study online.
I understand. It's obviously always different to study online or on campus, but it looks like that even online you can have the widest range of possibility from Newton. That's amazing. Can you tell me a little bit about the teaching style of Newton? How is the atmosphere of the meanwhile studying here?
As we mentioned, we combine a lot the expert part of the topics and the practical one. So it really means that our experts are bringing the current topics. You can really train, you can really do the practical work during the courses. The interaction with the students, the new interactive games, showing the new methodology or working on a new methodology with the students while teaching is a normal part for any courses as mathematics and statistics, economics. So we are really joining and bringing and showing to the students that the how to teach and how to study, it can be very interactive and funny way how to learn something new. I'm very happy when our lectures brings new perspectives of the learning in every courses. So I was very delighted when our colleague, for example, teaching macroeconomics this semester, suggested I'm bringing the students of the first year to the Czech National Bank to really show them how the financial system, banking system in the Czech Republic works. So these are the amazing examples what we are doing, offering just in only one course, but in the most of them.
So make it exciting, professional but exciting. That can be also the motto. Patrick, one more question. You said that the deadline is September for application, but what if somebody is applying just right tomorrow, but they couldn't graduate from secondary school, so they don't have the secondary school diploma? Is it possible to apply then?
Yes, you can apply before you have actually graduated from high school. We start the process. We get your personal details. We have the interview, answer any questions you have, and once you get your high school diploma, then you send that to us, and we complete the process afterwards. So there's no problem with that.
So you can apply, and then you will submit the documentation later. That sounds very, very smooth procedure. I'm really happy for that. Ludmila, just one question. When we are walking around at the campus in Prague, I just saw that each and every week we have some program regarding business, regarding community building, regarding networking. Can you just tell us some short examples or briefly how, besides the hard work of study of the students they have to do, they can have something like for join plus growing professionally as well?
Definitely how we work with students and their time that they need to spend for studying at school. You will get the schedule for 3 working days, the studying days, and the rest of the week you can join to work in any company, to work to really enjoy your internship. Plus, as you mentioned, we offer many events for the students where they can join. Actually, I enjoyed a lot last days pop-up market, as was mentioned here, job fair, business summit, where we could meet our graduate studies, students, alumni, to showing their businesses, their successes, and how Newton could help them. So what I enjoy the most really at Newton is the great community, whole ecosystem, and you can join anything you would like, where you would like to develop your skills and passion.
That sounds amazing. We have time for 2 more questions. Patrick, towards you, if they apply and you already have the interview, can you tell us a little bit about how to pay the tuition fee? How is the system working?
Okay, so basically we start off with the interview. If you get accepted, then we do the contract bit. Once you've signed the contract, you agree with all the terms, then within 10 days, we usually require a 10% deposit of the tuition, just to guarantee your spot in the classroom. As I said, it's limited, so once that 10% is paid, then basically you're a student, you're in, and then you have also options of paying the rest in installments or in full. If you can do 2 installments or 4 installments, or you can pay the remaining at once, and those are, we can talk about, I can explain more detail when it is, but basically that's the process.
So we can say the selection procedure is mostly on the core, how the student is motivated.
Yes.
And how we can see the future prospect. Very short question. Regarding the English language, do they need any kind of a certificate ahead to show, to present?
I mean, informally, we're talking about B2 level, but that's it's a guideline. And basically the interview is more about where we talk, we find out, as we mentioned already, your motivation, your ambition. We hear how we have that conversation, and based on that, sometimes people, they get nervous, so they don't have a B2 level, but then when you talk to them on the interview, you can see that they're perfectly fine and that there's nothing to worry about. So it's more of an informal conversation when we evaluate your English level. And if there is some, that improvement that needs to be done, then we do have that foundation year where we can jumpstart their English a bit.
So the foundation years during the 2 semesters they will learn English, plus they will have some introduction to business and management as well. So it's kind of helping for 1 year. And the last question towards to you, Ludmila, what is the difference between the standard study mode and the premium study mode?
In the standard mode, you are studying according to the syllabi of the Global Business and Management Program or Economics and Sustainable Management. And in premium mode, you can ask for more premium care, or you get more premium care while writing your final thesis, or getting more options for your internships in the Czech Republic. So we offered many different benefits in every academic year, because the students, they've got different needs in the first, second and third year, and according that you can get more care in to feel more comfortable during your studies.
Understandable. Thank you for your kind answer, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
I hope these questions were helpful for you, and during today you could learn about the Newton ecosystem, you could see our campus, you have to travel to Prague to see the other campuses in Brno, and also join us in Bratislava as well. Hope we will see you here soon. In case you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to use the QR code and send us more. Patrick will answer happily any of your further questions. And in case you would like to have an appointment, you can also request an appointment for Patrick, and he will describe you more the details. Deeply thank you for joining us today, and hope to see you soon at Newton University. Na shledanou.